Good morning everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Saturday morning, good morning. It's dark outside, it looks like it might rain. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'm just getting my morning drink ready, which is spiced ginger tea. Right, so just getting my spiced ginger tea ready. Good morning everyone. Hello. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. This day in 1892 saw the birth of one half of perhaps the greatest comedy duo of all time, Oliver Hardy. Here's to all of the fine messes he found himself in.
Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 8:30 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Good
Alexa,
morning, Jenistrar. Today is Saturday the 18th of January.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 2 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect fog, with a high of 2 degrees and a low of 1 degree.
So perhaps it is foggy outside, I don't know, because I haven't been out there yet. So I'm expecting some fog here in Rochester. Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
I attended a very emotional wedding recently. Even the cake was in tears.
Oh, goodness me, that's terrible. Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today is in 15 hours, 28 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Alexa, who was born on this day? Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 18th of January include Cary Grant, Kevin Costner, Jason Segel, Pep Guardiola, and Dave Bautista.
Kevin Costner being an actor. So I'm getting used to really being on my own now, and when I'm left alone it's absolutely brilliant. It does get sometimes monotonous, everybody feels lonely at some times, but I'm just getting on with things, and I'm finding if I'm left to my own devices I'm absolutely fine. Last night I took Max out for a walk. We went all the way around the field in the dark. It's a bit muddy, but other than that, there was no one on the field at all, nothing. The only thing that I did encounter was more weed smoke, ganja, coming home, and that was about it really. A lot of people smoke it, don't they? It probably calms down their nerves of whatever. People have got stressful lives. I don't, if other people are smoking it, that's their business. I just don't smoke it and I don't like it. And I think that's allowed. I think it's so commonplace that people smoke it everywhere anyway. No one's going to do anything about it anyway. So if like myself, I don't know whether I've got like asthma or something like that, but when I encounter a really strong smell I find it difficult to breathe. So I'm not complaining about what other people do, that's their business, but I've got to look after myself and make myself well. If certain things make me sick, I'm going to stay away from them. So I came into my flat after taking Max for a walk. There was that plea from my mother, and I'm glad I didn't take the call, because usually when I get off the phone after speaking to my mother and she's telling me about a catalogue of ailments that she's got wrong with her, and then I really weirdly come down with them, or I start to feel giddy, and then I've got cars coming at me when I go outside my flat, you know what I mean, coming at me fast round corners, right? And that's another reason why I don't want to inhale cannabis, because it makes me dizzy and I could get run over. Even though there's humps in the road at the top near Costa Coffee, you know, speed bumps, they still speed over those. And delivery drivers, you know, it's a residential area. Do you really need to drive so fast that if someone was crossing the road that you'd run them over? So I'm just going into my emails at the moment. It is weird as well. Whenever I speak or I go outside, I'm on the telephone talking to somebody, some people behave in a weird manner. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just going through and see if I've got any notifications. It's just one from Facebook, like the look of it, it's just booting up. "10 hours ago. Huge emergency response after a crash in an underground car park." That. Oh. Ashford, the Panorama in Park Street, Ashford. A woman is being treated in a London hospital following a crash in an underground car park at a 9-storey building. Multiple police cars and paramedics were called to the Panorama, previously known as Charter House, in Ashford Town Centre just before 11 a.m. Oh dear. With Liam Payne's friend sues singer's father for defamation. It's absolutely awful, isn't it? Liam Payne's friend Roger Norreys has sued his father Jeff for defamation. The father of the late One Direction star Liam Payne, Jeff Payne, is being sued for defamation by the singer's friend Roger Norreys over statements made after his death. The disputed statements include allegations that due to his addictions, Payne was in the care of his girlfriend Kate Cassidy and Mr. Norreys. However, Mr. Norreys claims his relationship with Payne was misrepresented, saying they had a dear mutual friendship, but that he never had a legal duty of care towards him. Liam was an independent adult person who made all his own decisions, the lawsuit stated. It noted how Mr. Norreys was never the caretaker of Liam. He added that the statements made by Payne's father, which were shared with the media, had had an adverse impact on his reputations of mega proportions with extensive damages. The new document stated that the net financial proceeds from the lawsuit would be donated to the One Direction and solo star's son Bear, whom he shared with Girls Aloud singer Cheryl. Cheryl was among the mourners at Payne's funeral in November, alongside his former bandmates Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Niall Horan and Zayn Malik. The UK inquest into Payne's death has been adjourned until a pre-inquest review on the 6th of November. All I can say was that shocked me. Liam Payne's death shocked me. I just want his family to be okay and him to rest in peace. Last night I was on my own and I put the telly on, flicked through channels as you do. At least I haven't got anybody to pinch it off me and hog it. That's one thing. And I'm just sat there getting messages off of TikTok. I'm going through YouTube videos and I'm trying to keep myself sane and I don't get addicted to alcohol or drugs, and the pain of actually living can be terrible at times and some people can't cope with it. It can be very lonely, it can be exhausting. I mean, if you've got people out there on your back, it can be terrible, and people find different ways to cope with things. A lot of people smoke, a lot of people drink, a lot of people, you know, just take their mind off things by keep going out with their mates and stuff. When you're on your own, your mind sort of wanders, it overthinks, and sometimes thoughts come into your head that normally wouldn't if you've been distracted or something was taking your mind off of it. It's completely natural. And some people just go deep into despair. And all this, you know, I mean, it's laughable now. Why I ever took these trolls seriously, I don't know. Wasting my time on people commenting on what I look like. Who gives a flying fuck? Honestly. It's just distraction, isn't it? Keeping you distracted from the real world and the truth and what's really going on. Distracting your mind with stupid things. Empty promises. Oh, I'll do this for you. Oh, and I'll do that for you, and nothing ever fucking happens, does it? And life is repetitive. It can be boring. It can be painful. People like, you know, Lyndon Nolan that contract cancer, which is painful and agonising. I mean, I'm grateful I've got a roof over my head, you know. It's other people trying to convince other people that their lives are shit, they're not worth living, they look like fucking Frankenstein's bottom, whatever, and you're not bothered by your looks, you're not bothered by your situation, and then these trolls start fucking bringing things up, and it's really irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. Life is short, and why do they want to pile their crap onto other people? I have learnt to live quite happily on my own. That's a car alarm going off as I'm doing this video, would you believe? Someone's car alarm's gone off. car alarm. There's always somebody, whatever time I go outside, walking my dog, get up in the morning, even if it's 2 or 3 in the morning, there's someone there doing something stupid. Like I am 2 years old. I haven't even gone outside yet, so it's not me who started someone's car alarm off, is it? Well, you know, I'm supposed to be this violent criminal. Yeah, this is my mum pleading for me to ring her. When I go around there and see my mother, I feel like I'm being taken the piss out of. That I'm being dictated to. I don't particularly want to see my father's face hung up on the wall and feel like I'm being punished for something. I've just had enough. It feels like either a sick comedy show or a TV episode gone wrong, because it's trying to get me angry, saying nasty things to spark anger, and I've just decided to keep away from it. If people are going to treat me like I'm a criminal, like I'm a piece of shit, and talk to me and make me feel guilty for the past, because I'm not having that anymore. It's the future now. And as you get older, there's less future there, and I'm not having somebody keep punishing me for something I haven't done. And it's not my fault that my mum had a bad relationship with my dad, right? If I was her, I'd be happy. If I'd suffered a relationship with domestic violence for so long, I'd be happy that I was now free to do what I wanted, yeah? She needs therapy, she needs support. She's not getting it. And at her age, she probably won't get it. But that is not my fault, is it? I've tried to help my mother several times. I tried to help my mum when I was 16 years old, and it was a very brave thing for me to do, because my dad was a violent, nasty man, right? My mum was at the All Saints Hospital in Medway, and I was 16 years old, yeah? And my dad had punched my mother in the face on the way to hospital in the car, and I witnessed it. And to be honest, I was a traumatised child, because all I saw was my father hitting my mother almost every day, and then he used to belt me as well. And very often I used to go to bed without any dinner. And you know, bogus workers, bogus hospital staff, that's all it could have been. Bogus fucking police. But I can't help my mother, you know, now. What can I do? I'm not getting help and support. The police don't come out to me. I have been, in quotes, raped. They just shoved that under the carpet. At first, it wasn't even on the police's computer. They hadn't even reported it properly. They got my name and address wrong. I'm sick of it. Anyway, I was 16 years old. I took my mum up a big bar of chocolate, went to visit my mother in the hospital, in the mental health ward, and I said, Mum, we've got to tell somebody. You know, Daddy's hitting you. You know, we've got to tell someone. No. I couldn't live like it anymore, and that's the truth why I left home when I was 18. My dad was abusing me. I felt I couldn't tell my mother because she was mentally unwell because of what he was doing to her, and I had to run away from home to get away from my dad. My mum is just living in the past, and I don't want to live in the past anymore. My dad is dead. All I can say, they must have been bogus mental health workers, not helping my mother when supposedly she told them what my dad was doing when she was going to mental health sessions. So they must have been bogus. It's a bloody cover up. I want to be left alone. Otherwise, if I get any police round here, I'm going to tell them the whole lot. Right? They won't do anything, because if something is over 2 years old, no one gets done anything about anyway. That's what I've been told. I am not having it. I am not being punished. I'm not Derek. I'm not being punished for what he did. Just leave me